Hi, I hope you are well. Chemists study matter, and pure substances are a special type of matter. There are two types of pure substances, elements or compounds. Chemists often work with pure substances because they have consistent properties. We're going to talk about elements today. All known elements are found on the periodic table. Each element has unique properties, and we can see on the periodic table that there are approximately 100 or so elements. On the periodic table, each element has its own block and is represented by a unique symbol with one capital letter. The symbol for oxygen is capital letter O, while the symbol for lead is capital letter P and lowercase letter b. Elements are made of atoms, which are the building blocks of matter. Chemists use colored spheres to represent atoms. Some elements occur very frequently in common chemicals, and therefore they have a special color coding. For example, carbon atoms are always black, sulfur atoms are yellow, and oxygen atoms are always red. Atoms don't really have color, but this color coding helps chemists communicate with one another. Here is a model of atoms in the solid state. We know that this model represents a solid because the atoms are very orderly. We also know that this represents an element because all of the atoms are of the same color. Elements can exist as atoms or as molecules. There are about a dozen elements that can exist as molecules. What is a molecule? A molecule is two or more atoms stuck together or bonded. To express an element as an atom, we just write its elemental symbol. Capital letter N, lowercase e for neon atoms, capital letter F, lowercase e for iron atoms. We express molecules by chemical formulas. The formula for ozone, a type of oxygen, is capital letter O, subscript 3, while the chemical formula for the oxygen we breathe is capital letter O, subscript 2. The combination of elemental symbols and subscripts is known as chemical formula. The subscripts represent the number of atoms in the molecule, while each type of atom is represented by the elemental symbol. For example, capital O, subscript 3, means there are 3 atoms of oxygen in this molecule of ozone, while capital letter O, subscript 2, means there are 2 atoms of oxygen in a molecule of oxygen. Oxygen is what we call the form of oxygen that we breathe. Most elements exist as atoms, like helium. Here are some models of some elements that exist as molecules. Hydrogen exists as a molecule of 2 hydrogen atoms, the same with oxygen and chlorine. Ozone, as we stated, is a molecule of 3 oxygen atoms, and sulfur occurs as a molecule with 8 sulfur atoms in a ring. Whether an element exists as an atom or a molecule, we know it is an element because the symbol or formula only has one capital letter in it.